Okay, guys, today for reading, we're going to be reading a thing that's called Reader's Theater, and it's called Hoop Genius. So, the same story we read yesterday, but for Reader's Theater, we have different parts that we play, okay? A narrator is one of the parts. So, today, our narrator 1 is going to be played by Miss Kelsey Bell. We have a narrator 2 that's going to be played by Jalen. So narrator, you may be wondering at home what that means. A narrator, all they do is kind of read some background information. Okay? They're not really words that are being said like you're acting. They're words that are just background information that the narrator tells us. Okay? The other parts, so we have Mr. Naismith, which is going to be played by Bryson. Student 1 is Evangeline. Student 2 is Allie, and student 3 is Aaliyah. Okay? So remember your parts, and let's go ahead and get started.
In December of 1891, James Naismith, a young teacher, took over a rowdy gym class. The class was so rowdy that 2 teachers before him had already quit. He didn't want to buy. Nobody else would teach that class. The students had hated that exercise. Oh my gosh, I missed it. These students had hated the exercise. They had been doing over and over again. The exercises are boring. Why do we have to do them? We are tired of gymnastics. I wish someone could think of something else for us to do. Mr. Naismith decided to think about what else the boys could do.
I've got an idea. Let's play indoor football.
I've got a ball. Yes, let's go. But that was too rough. The next day, they tried something new.
Today, we will play indoor soccer.
But that didn't last long. Mr. Naismith had to call a halt.
Okay, halt, real quick. What does halt mean?
Stop.
Stop. That's one of your vocabulary words this week. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Naismith.
Stop!
Oh man, we are too rowdy again. In
Desperation.
In desperation, Mr. Naismith turned to his favorite sport.
Let's play lacrosse.
Yes, I'll grab the ball. I got sticks. But they were still too rough. Nothing was working. This was group. With this group.
I want to give up, but I can't figure out what sport is best for these energetic and patient and eager students.
Okay, halt. What does eager mean?
Eager means mad.
Not mad.
Frustrated.
No. Waiting patiently or excitedly. Okay. All right, narrator 1.
That's when he knew he needed a new idea. A new idea? That's avoiding, tackling, and running with a ball. He thought about a game he played as a child. And that's when he got it. He snapped his fingers and said,
I've got it. How about a game with a goal off the ground that requires an arching throw?
Arcing throw. What does arcing mean?
Hard.
No. Curved.
That night, he stayed up late thinking about new games. The next morning, he rushed into his office and grabbed a soccer ball. He asked Pop Stebbins, the building superintendent, for a couple of square boxes. He didn't have them, but he had something else.
Peach baskets. Those will do.
Naismith tacked the rules to the gym board and said,
If this new idea fails, I promise I will not try any more experiments.
"Let's start the game. I'm Captain 1. All right, I'm Captain 2. The captains chose teams of nine members. Naismith tossed the ball up between them, and they jumped for it to start the new game. Because the men had never played before, Naismith had to call many fouls for holding, pushing, and tripping.
Foul. I've got 2 fouls. It's time to sit on the sideline until the next goal occurs.
The students continue playing the game. Eyes up, I'm passing the ball. Put your hands up, guys. William Chase got the ball and launched a shot for 25 feet. That went in for the first and only basket of the game. Mr. Naismith blew his whistle.
Time's up. Game's over.
Oh man, can we please keep playing? Please, Coach, we are having so much fun. We don't want to leave. The next day, the students line up eagerly for the game. They played hard but avoided fouling because they wanted to stay on the course.
Finally, we've got a game for these eager students.
I can't wait to tell my friends back at home about our new game.
I'm going to practice my skills during our break. And that's how the game of basketball spread to cities, small towns, and farms. The next year, a group of women teachers came to ask Naismith if they could play too.
I don't see why not.
By 1936, basketball was so popular around the world that it became an Olympic sport. Mr. Naismith attended the opening ceremonies. He watched as each
Nation.
dropped their flag dipped their flag, honor him. To honor. And today, millions of people around the world play the game that was invented by James Naismith and that rowdy class.
Okay, very good. So that is Reader's Theater. Y'all did great for your first time.
That's
y'all
not my
like
first
that?
time. That's not my first
Well,
time.
our first time together.
Yes.
And last but not least, before we finish for today, we're going to look at some vocabulary words that we pointed out as we were reading the story. So, I said the word eager in there. So let's look at the word eager. Eager means what? What do y'all think eager means? Wait, not really patiently. I mean, you can be waiting patiently, but eager means more than that. Not patiently, but differently. How are you waiting if you're eager?
Waiting.
You're waiting patiently.
No, not. Y'all,
You're waiting, not patiently.
If I'm eager, the better word to use is excited. I'm eager for Easter to come.
I'm eager.
Okay, I'm eager for Santa Claus to come to my house. Okay, eager means you're waiting excitedly, that you're really, you cannot wait and you're wanting it to happen very much. Okay, so if I'm eager, I want it very much. Okay, so not really patiently, so get that word out of your head. Think eager is meaning something you really, really want. I am eager for that next basketball game to come on TV. Okay, so I want it very badly. Okay, desperation. Okay, what do you think that means? What we talked about these words yesterday. If I'm desperate, do I feel good or do I probably feel a little bit bad? Bad. So if I have a feeling of desperation, that means I am without hope. Okay? I am desperate, thinking that there is no chance that that's going to happen. Okay? The team was under desperation, thinking they were never going to win the championship. Okay? They had a feeling of desperation when they lost power and their house was freezing cold and they couldn't go anywhere to get warm. Okay? When the roads were iced down, you probably felt a feeling of desperation because you wanted to probably get out of there, out of that situation. Okay? So desperation meaning you have a feeling without hope. Okay? Foul, that should be an easy one. In basketball, a foul is a break of the rules. So something you do that's wrong in the game of basketball. Okay? Halt means what? Stop. So a synonym would just be to stop or pause. Accuracy. That means how close you are to being correct or right. Okay? The condition of being free of mistakes. Okay? So when I think of accuracy, I think of how correct something is. Okay? If you hit the bullseye, then you have great accuracy. Shooting a bow and arrow or whatever you're shooting. Okay? Launch. To launch something means what? To throw or use force. To shoot, usually upward motion. Okay? So launch is to put something in motion with force, kind of like a rocket when you launch a rocket. Okay? So what you're going to do today, you're going to come up with sentences using each of these words in a sentence. Those of you at home are typing in your sentences in the note. So that's going to be your last thing for today. We're going to write sentences for these words. Okay?